the trip. So it's a lovely morning. I think it's Wednesday. It's a very nice place. So this seems to be a nice road. It's a bit windy. So today is Thursday. It was an okay night in the tent. The tent was surprisingly wet this morning with the dew and condensation and all these kind of things. So we're heading towards a place called Mora. This is the place with the knives, the Mora knives outlet. So look at the landscape, how beautiful it is, and you can see with the fog and the that's really nice. Wow, the best part of the day of riding is really in the morning. We haven't had breakfast yet, so I'm actually a little bit hungry. Or eventually my stomach will go and then I'm not hungry anymore. Well, the hunger will come back in a little while. Must eat. That's a cat crossing the street, not a black cat. And even if it was, I'm not superstitious, so... Or am I? Ooh, I need to listen to some music. La musica! I've been listening to one of my daughter's playlists. And it's a lot. Selena Gomez and Katy Perry. What is this one? Rita Ora. But it's a nice change compared to the 80s music that really in my musical vocabulary. And this morning I ordered some of those because my mirrors has a tendency to just flap in and rotate and then get loose when I'm hitting branches and stuff like that. I saw that Michael is using these, but he was very pleased with them, so I'm giving that a go. It's 11 degrees, it's not too cold. I'm wearing quite a lot of layers. Well, not a lot. I'm a t-shirt and then merino 50/50 and the parrot jumper jacket that I have, and then the Klim outer shell. So, and it's nice. It's such a nice landscape here. That's like the smell of a new cut, whatever that is, grass. Zappity, what a lovely day. Now Louisa, that's the name of my daughter. What do you have in store for me on this playlist now? Avicii. Oh, Avicii, he was that was such a tragic story. Oh, it still is. Cake by the ocean. I was actually pretty sure the lyrics went cake like you know, the beer cake by the ocean, but apparently it's a cake. What's fun about that? It would have been much more fun if it was a beer cake. Well. It's a nice view here. So remember I talked about the ghosting of this Navi 6. This morning I found out that I left it outside. And it kind of does this ghosting thing. Where it looks like it presses some button by itself. That's quite annoying. Again, it wasn't sitting on the bike, it was just sitting outside, not inside the tent. It was wet. It hadn't been raining, but you know, the dew and the dampness and all these kind of things. So, and again, it's too early to conclude that that's actually the problem, but I don't know. There's a lot of people who had their units replaced a few times, and I don't know if they look back and they can see the same pattern with theirs. It could be interesting to see if that was the cause of the problem. obviously it's a device that is supposed to be used outside, but turned off outside. That might be the problem. I've never had riding in the wet. I don't know. I mean, it still it should work. It should not have to do that. But you know, if that is the root cause, then I know how to avoid it. Because besides from that, it's a pretty nice device. I like it a lot. It was my plan to bring it inside the tent. I just forgot. Oh, it looks like we're going down to the E4. That's a large road. This was definitely wrong. This just road ended in a just, you know, downhill. That was crazy. But there was no sign saying we couldn't go here. I thought we had to backtrack all the way back to that construction site, but it doesn't look like we have to. So that was where the road ended. I can't show it. I have to pay attention to the road here. Oh, that's nice. We just had a small break to get some food, get some lunch, breakfast, brunch, I guess. A lonely sign. Oh, that's a good one. So the text on the Volvo says, I usually downshift when I'm near a Prius. I usually downshift when I'm near a Prius, so they can hear me hurting the environment. That's a good one. That's funny. That is one big house. I don't know if you can see it. That is so beautiful. Hope to get the view again. I need to get out the bike and take a picture. So we are approaching a town called Mora. I think it's about maybe 80 kilometers from here. We have arrived at Älvsbyn, which means, I don't know, waterfall of hell ish. That was a little tough to get to, not for those in wheelchairs, that's for sure. I hope there's another way back than the one that I took, because I had to jump from 1.5 meters. But it was fun. It might be called hell because it's kind of reddish. So that was the hell fall. That's where we came from, so we're going this way now. I'm still a little warm after that hike. It has been raining since we went to the hell fall. We went to get some more knives. I got a bush knife for myself, my daughter, both my daughters, so that's nice. We're just really following the route here, so not much to it. The route turned out to be rather large roads. What we're doing right now is that we're looking for a place to stay for the night. Yeah, we'll continue a little bit. Alright, so we googled a campsite, and it's something called Falkudden. There isn't a lot of campsite around here, so we have to go a little bit off the route. It's not really a problem. I just thought there were more campsites. But the weather has cleared, so that's nice. We have no beer. I guess that's okay. We'll just drink coffee. So this is the campsite we found. It looks pretty okay. Let's go and check out if they have any vacancies. So we have just left the campsite. Camped at Falkudden. The host and hostess were a nice couple. I had one of those days. First coffee all over my pants, but it was riding pants, so I'm good. Now I don't smell like sour feet. I smell like coffee, so that's actually not too bad. Then I found out that I left my GPS outside. Not that one, but this one. But this one is okay because it's actually a lot more durable than that BMW device. And I went to pay because this time we paid when we checked out. Couldn't find my wallet. I had to go all the way back to the cabin to find my wallet in one of the other beds. It was 2 bunk beds, well, 4 beds in total. And the payment wouldn't go through on my credit card. It went through eventually. So it's just, but then again, if that's the amount of unluck that we will have today on this tour, well, actually it's not. We had a little bit of unluck the other day because we had 3 beers in the fridge in one of the cabins at one of the campsites we stayed at, and we totally forgot them. That amounts to the biggest problem we have had this far. Then I had to breathe the rear brake, but that doesn't count. Total amount of time left on this trip is 800-ish kilometers, and I think that we are just gonna push through. But as with every morning, I really like getting on the move, and mornings like this is really nice. Just love it. Getting some fresh air, the smells, just getting out riding again. I'm pretty sure you know exactly what I mean. We just passed this place. It's called a car graveyard. It's a bunch of old cars that have just been left in the forest to rust. Yeah, so we're heading home. Kurt and I parted because he wanted to, he had some business to do in another town. So I'm just here on my own now, and I have just put in the shortest route. So I wasn't sure when I would be home from this trip, and I honestly thought it would be beginning of next week. So I called the wife saying, hello honey, I will be home tonight, and she goes, oh no, she has planned this ladies night at home with a bunch of girls, my daughter's friends and their mothers. Seems to be traffic regulated, so it'll be interesting to see if they're out.